Hey guys, welcome back to Screen Orb. Today we'll talk about the most disgusting moments on Wife Swap. Let's get into it. Number 5. The families are given roles to play in each episode. Every family has its own quirks and personality, while some are as plain as vanilla ice cream. The same goes for some families that have appeared on Wife Swap over the years, which has enabled producers to take a more creative approach when it comes to each episode. To create a more interesting dynamic for the viewers, some families were given roles, or even classic stereotypes to help ramp up the drama for the visiting wives to endure during the episodes. While this isn't the case for every family, it has been confirmed by previous guest stars on the show, as well as people involved in the development, that in some episodes, certain families have been given such roles such as extremely health-conscious, almost to a fault, over-the-top religious, or even extremely messy and dysfunctional. It comes as no surprise, swapping wives into a carbon copy of their own family wouldn't make a very interesting episode, so to spice it up, why not create some personas to help create tension? Number 4. The producers manipulate the children to manufacture drama. Kids are a never-ending source of entertainment on television. Things can get dull during the filming of episodes, which will motivate the producers to go to the kids first to help flare up tensions or make the more interesting drama within the show.
I think my dad's gonna get really annoyed.
One way to get the contestants to act out is by the showrunners to sit with the kids and ask them the same question over and over until the kids react the way they want, usually in a negative way. With how impressionable kids are, it's no mystery that they would be manipulated to help steer the show in the direction the producers want. If you watch the show, then you can remember a handful of kids who displayed all sorts of personalities, while one of the highlights being King Curtis. This young boy spent the majority of the show expressing his belief that bacon and chicken nuggets were the golden ticket to a healthy lifestyle, and even further, he made his parents refer to him as King Curtis. This act was all thanks to the crew who gave the boy a role to play, which he played perfectly. Number 3. Balloon Boy. The Heen family is now a Wife Swap legend. After being on the show twice, before appearing on Wife Swap, the Heen family had a moment of fame when they pretended that their son, Falcon, was inside a balloon filled with helium and floated away. Surprise? They were lying. Their time on Wife Swap was as equally weird as they required no false family stories or actors. They only needed to show their usual weirdness. The father, Richard Heen, is a devout UFO enthusiast, and is convinced that the Earth is not only visited by aliens on a regular basis, but that humanity itself is descended from a strange alien race that once came to the planet a millennia ago. Their unique personality made for an extremely interesting and entertaining pair of episodes, especially when they had to share their home to a psychic who didn't mesh well at all with them. Whether or not the Heen family is truly as wacky as they seem, they made a big enough impression to be invited back. Seems at the very least the Heen family was good for ratings. Number 2. Too real for Anna Courtenay. Contracts can keep people stuck in some nasty situations. Anna Courtenay, a TV presenter in the UK, came to this realization too little too late, and ended up regretting it entirely. Courtenay had a familiarity with the reality TV business, and knew there would be some catch to her being on the show. However, she had no idea what the producers had planned for her. In the episode, Anna was sent to live with an environment-friendly family who lived on a tugboat without electricity or even running water. What made their experience even worse was when she found out she forgot the most basic of necessities, a towel for bathing. To her horror, she found out that the family she was staying with owned one towel, and that was a shared towel between every family member. When the time came for her to implement her own rules, she asked for cleaning supplies and was only given air freshener, which conflicted with the family's rules entirely. If it hadn't been for the contract she had signed and the likelihood of losing her compensation, she would have walked away from production. The week would later be described as the worst week of her life. Number 1. Stephen Fowler lost everything. Believe it or not, Wife Swap has hurt not only lives but careers as well. Stephen Fowler is a victim of both of these. Unfortunately, he was later given the nickname the worst husband in America. During the episode, he was instructed by the producers to play the role of an uptight and extremely tough-to-love husband and father, which he did perfectly. Before the show was even finished premiering on TV, he started receiving threatening phone calls, emails, and Facebook messages that started his unfortunate downfall. According to him, when the filming became dull a few days in, the producers began to instruct him to take things further and be as over the top as possible to help create drama for the show. It ended up being a big mistake on his part, as it would later end up costing him not only his relationship with his real wife, but also his career as a teacher. Fowler describes the character he portrayed in the episode as a Simon Cowell on steroids, which the public did not receive well at all. This is just one of the handful of tragic endings for the families involved in Wife Swap. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.